Well, good afternoon. My name is Jim Arnone. This is the A&V Concepts Bottle Crusher, where we're crushing beer bottles today. What I'd like to show you is how the unit works. We're going to simply start. We're going to start with a 6-gallon pail, and I'll show you how we load the pail. Simply, we're going to open the door, slide out the tray mechanism, and use our 6-gallon pail, which we're going to insert a 6mm 7-gallon plastic bag, which will allow a lot easier handling with the driver. They won't have to carry a bunch of pails with them. They just carry the plastic bag on the truck. We'll show you that. Slide in the mechanism, close the door, and the pail now is installed and getting ready for crushing bottles. We're going to crush 6 cases of bottles, which is equivalent to 144 bottles. Here's our control panel, just to give you guys a little bit more information on the control panel. We have obviously the start and stop button. We have safeties in place that allow this unit not to start. For example, if the door is open, you won't be able to start the unit. If the barrel isn't in and set properly, it won't start the unit, or pail in any case. We have a transfer of data button, which uses this port here, which we can download the data on the count of the bottles and the type of bottles. We have it set up to where a manager would have to come in and take out the count before we reset the counter. We also have a enter bottle count, so we could set, depending on what size pail we have or barrel, we could set how many cases we want it to crush before the unit says it's full. So that'll keep track of that. And then we have obviously an admin button where we can, bottles are labels are ripped off. We know it's a good bottle, and we can rerun it through the crusher through an admin mode. And then we have a go to the bottle count screen where you can actually see what's been crushed, type, how many, on this screen here. So this pretty much kind of gives you a brief overview of how the system works. We do have some fail-safe operations in place, like I mentioned. So if you want some more information about that, we've got some details on that as well. Okay guys, what we did is we've got the 6-gallon empty pail in there. We've closed the door. We've reset the counter to 0. And again, we're only crushing Miller Lite bottles today. That's what we have it set at. As you know, down the road, we could set this to count any type of bottle and keep track of any type of distributor's bottles. Now, as this is going, the counter is keeping track on the computer all the different types of bottles we have, but again, Miller Lite is what we're doing today. Okay, I'm just finishing up on the last set of bottles. We've got 6 cases, 144 bottles crushed in a 6-gallon pail. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the pail. I'll show you how easy it is to remove and lift the pail up. The pail is going to weigh about 60 to 65 pounds. Okay, we've just got done crushing 144 bottles, 6 cases of Miller Lite. And what we need to do is we need to lower the unit so we can access the pail. Open the door, pull out the tray mechanism, and what we have here is we have our crushed glass, 6 cases of crushed glass. Now what we'll do at this point right here is there's a few options that we do when we have a full bag of glass. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we have a system set up here where the manager on duty, he will, when the unit is full, he'll come to the unit, open up the door just like I did, and they'll pull out the plastic bag. He'll take a zip tie and zip tie the bag to seal it. So he's got the bag sealed. Okay, the manager now will look at the counter and tell how many bottles were crushed. That'll give us our count inside the 6 ml bag, which we have 6 cases of beer or 144 bottles. Now I already have a label printed up, and what the manager needs to do is he will fill in the amount of bottles and cases. He'll put his signature on the label stating that he verified what was inside the bag, and simply affix the label right to the bag. The truck driver at that point, when he's ready to pick up the glass, he'll load it up on his dolly, he'll read what's on the label, and he'll be able to reimburse the establishment for their returnable bottle count. We can also stack up multiple bags on the dolly so the driver can carry multiple cases of glass or bottles out to his vehicle. Now down the road, we're going to have an option where we're going to be able to actually print out the labels. So there'll be a little bit better error proofing, because the computer will know what's inside the bag of crushed glass. It'll print out the label, and all the manager has to do is write his initials on it and stick it on the bag. Now, once the glass has been taken out of the unit, the manager will simply input a new bag. Set the bag in the unit, close the door, and then he'll reset the counters to 0, and we'll start with a fresh bag and start the system over again. Okay guys, here it is. We've got the A&V Concepts bottle crusher. We've just crushed 6 cases of bottles, which is 144 bottles, all fitting into our 6 ml heavy-duty plastic bag. Now what this is going to do for your drivers, it's going to save them time when they go into your customer site. What it's going to do for the your customer, is it's going to save them on space. It's going to also save them with time and the odor. Now that we have a sealed bags, we're going to have less bugs in your establishment. So this process right here will save your company time and money, and be easy access for the customer using the A&V bottle crusher.